Stick around after the credits for a bonus song from tonight's issue.
Part 3.
I think you mean Part 3.
You're in a good mood today.
I think it's the March Maskness spirit washing over me.
The March Maskness spirit.
Yeah, it's just been a good year. The competition is intense, but I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm even excited for this too.
Well, that's good then. We got a lot of work on this one. Lots of guest artists doing cameo appearances.
Excellent. Let's get right into it then. Want to start with the cover?
Sure. Welcome to a very merry March Maskness Issue 2 Spotlight, Part 3. On the cover, we see a poster for Lighthammer presents Spotlight, a Lighthammer musical. Underneath it is written Starring Lighthammer, but that has been scratched out and now reads Starring Aurea. The art on the poster shows the silhouette of a hero on a rooftop, looking down on the street which is covered in musical notes. We turn the page and our story begins.
Hello and welcome to a very special presentation live from March Maskness. I'm Julia Litt of That's Late with Julia Litt.
And I'm Jack Chance.
Today we're here for the opening night of the single most superstar-studded event of the season. And I do mean super. That's right. We are here at the opening of Lighthammer Presents Spotlight, a Lighthammer musical. Written by Lighthammer. Directed by Lightshow. This is the first musical I know of that is entirely performed by superheroes.
That's right.
How are you feeling today, Mr. Chance?
I can honestly say I've never been so excited for anything in my life.
Oh?
Yeah. I'm not going to pass up a chance to watch a whole group of super kids fall on their faces.
Now, I'm sure it's going to be spectacular.
Well, we'll see.
Well, the red carpet is already well underway, so my co-host and I are going to split up here and interview several of our VIP heroes. Unfortunately, we already missed Evergreen and Violet Songbird, but I can assure you they looked terrific. Don't you think so, Mr. Chance?
Sure.
What enthusiasm. Oh, it's the Vermont Valley Idol Club. You have got to love the really unique name they've chosen for themselves. Hello, Violence Violet and Queen Bee, and friend. How are you doing tonight?
We're really good.
Oh, Julia, I'm positively buzzing with excitement.
Woo! I admit, I'm shocked you aren't participating in this. I thought performing in a superheroes-only musical would be right up your alley.
It was bad timing, sadly. The SingStar competition is coming up in a few months, and we really need to focus our attention on that.
And I don't know if participating in big musicals is covered by my contract.
Ah, that makes sense. Contracts can be so restrictive, really limit you. The SingStar competition is actually one of my favorite events of the year. In fact, I'm going to have a very special several episodes of That's Late with Julia Litt covering it. But enough about me. How are your preparations going? Any secret plans you can clue the listeners in on?
I have 2 words for you, Julia. Disco bees.
Disco bees?
Disco bees.
I'm sorry, I don't think I actually know who you are. Are you important somewhere?
This is Karen.
She's our #1 fan.
Ah, I see. Her energy is infectious. Anyway, beside Disco Bees, any other surprises we should expect from your performance?
They are absolutely going to kill it. Yeah.
Truer words have probably never been spoken. Karen. And that was the Fort McNally Super Idols, who will be racing their very own stage soon. But why don't we get back to Mr. Jack Chance? Mr. Chance?
Thanks, Julia. I'm here with Travail from Halcyon City. How are you, Travail?
I'm well, Jack. It's very nice to see you again.
Sure it is. Why didn't you join the circus?
Well, Jack, I think you and I both know that last year's March Maskness event, spearheaded by Lighthammer, was a bit lackluster.
That it was.
And I only do things I think are going to shine as brightly as I do.
So, you think this is gonna fall apart?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Think it's gonna be a train wreck?
No, that's not what I meant.
A major catastrophe.
Now, Jack, don't go putting words in my mouth. I just only commit to projects I think I can enhance. And I don't think this particular project fits with my skills.
Do you have anything you want to say to Lighthammer, Lightshow, and Stellar, your partners in crime from last year?
Nothing I can say on live television.
What?
What? Nothing. No, nothing. I've got to go. But it was so nice talking to you, Jack. Enjoyed the show.
Thanks, Travail. We'll be right back after a few short messages from our sponsors.
$20 minutes to places.
Thank you, 20.
Why did you just thank her for telling us something that we could have just looked at a watch to find out?
It's what you say when the stage manager gives you the time.
You're such a nerd.
Ian, I'm so proud of you.
Yes, Ian, you're doing a great job.
And to think, you weren't gonna audition.
Listen, I don't even know what I'm doing.
You're doing your best, and that is all that matters.
No, it isn't. I'm literally getting up in front of hundreds of people.
Could everyone just calm down, please? Your emotions are very loud.
Hey, are you okay?
It's just noisy.
You want to take a walk?
Sure.
Okay, so I have a confession to make.
Oh?
I'm not actually a superhero.
You're not?
Nope. I was just a really big fan and didn't read the fine print enough, and no one really noticed.
Wait, how did no one catch on?
Honestly, you supers are kind of self-involved sometimes.
We are not self-involved.
I found your tap shoes, Twist.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Where were they?
I put them with my stuff because, well, I thought they were mine.
Right. Not self-involved at all.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Nikki.
I brought you opening night presents, and don't worry, Dallas, I won't tell anyone you're not a hero.
You knew?
Of course I knew. I know everything. For instance, there's a bit of a showmance blooming.
Well, everyone knew that.
What did everyone know?
Nothing. Hi, Katie. Hi, Arya. Here. Opening night presents for you two.
Are these action figures of our characters?
Yeah, I painted them myself.
That's so thoughtful. Thank you, Nikki.
Of course. Glad you were part of this.
I am too. Really.
15 to places, everyone.
Thank you, 15. Yes, I know about theater etiquette. Stop staring at me.
Paige, I got you these.
Are those flowers? Wait, for me?
I was told this is what you get as an opening night present.
Thank you. Would it be okay if I maybe gave you a hug?
That would be most lovely.
Listen, Paige.
Kinda having a moment here, Getup.
I just wanted to say, I was the one who told her that.
Thank you, Ian.
Hey, has anyone seen Arya?
Wasn't she just here?
Well, 1 second we were talking, and then I turned to focus on Camille, and then she was gone.
I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just gonna go look for her.
Do you want me to help?
Hey, Wild Thing, I need you over here for a second.
Oh, but I was going to help find...
I'm sure Kid Katie can find Arya on her own.
But wouldn't two people looking be better?
No, it's fine. You can sit with me for a minute. Best of luck finding Arya, Katie.
Thanks.
What was that?
Arya has a crush on Kid Katie, and this is the perfect opportunity to get them together.
Oh! I wasn't trying to... Yeah, no. I get it. Now. Woo! Crystal clear. Go get some. Go find her.
Ah, there you are. What are you doing up here?
Katie, you scared me.
You ran off so fast, I figured something was wrong.
No, I'm okay. Just needed some fresh air.
So you came to the roof?
Yeah, it's peaceful.
It is a nice night. Mind if I sit with you?
Not at all.
Man, this whole thing has really been fun. I don't get to do stuff like this a lot.
Me either.
Back in Halcyon, I've got too much to deal with. So it's nice to do something where I get to just have fun and relax a little.
I wish I could relax.
Don't worry. You can soon. It's almost over.
What?
Opening night. It's almost over. And once you're through that, the rest is easy.
I don't think I can do it, Katie.
Of course you can. You've been practicing for this for such a long time.
But what if I can't?
Well, then we'll be there. And we'll support you. Besides, Lighthammer is probably going to be waiting in the wings to take your spot.
Has anyone heard from him?
I haven't. Nikki was going to call him.
I actually feel kind of bad.
Listen, it's not your fault that he spun up this conspiracy theory against you.
No, but this part meant a lot to him.
And it means a lot to you, too. I can tell.
You can tell?
Yeah. I see you, Arya. You care a lot about this.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Alright. Enough moping. Let's go back in there and get ready. What do you say?
And we're back with this special live coverage of the March Maskness event. Lighthammer presents Spotlight, a Lighthammer musical written by Lighthammer. And I'm Julia Litt of That's Late with Julia Litt.
And I'm Jack Chance.
Tonight, heroes have come together from all over the world. Worlds. We've got supers from Moon Harbor,
Halcyon City,
Protean City,
Halcyon City,
Rancho Paseo,
Halcyon City,
Cadence,
Halcyon City,
and so many more. Right now, I've managed to find a few members of the Youngbloods. And Imp?
Hi, Julia. It's Hellion now, but yeah, Imp is fine.
It is a bit strange, don't you think, that there's a villain here in the middle of all these heroes?
That's former villain.
Ah, right. Former villain. My mistake. Who are you wearing tonight, Imp?
I don't really know. I'm borrowing this from Kid Katie.
Well, you look adorable. The horns are especially shiny. For those of you watching at home, Imp and I are joined by Golden Glove and Nazgrim Bloodscale. Let's start with you, Golden Glove. You've been holding down the fort at Halcyon while Nazgrim here was out traveling the stars, and Kid Katie was very busy with this musical. How has that been for you?
Thank you, Julia. But I actually haven't been doing it alone. I've been working with Imp and Wit.
And who?
And with lots of other heroes. Taking care of the city isn't a one-person job, especially one as big as Halcyon.
True. All the Halcyon cities seem to be quite exciting.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course you wouldn't. Nazgrim, how does it feel to be back?
It is satisfactory.
That was elaborate. Did you come back just to see Kid Katie?
Well, I had been called back already, but I increased my speed to make sure I was back in time for this.
Great. Now, just between us, there's a little bit of a rumor circulating that Kid Katie got into some kind of showmance during this production. Nazgrim, is there any truth to that story?
I don't know.
And what about you? Any comment?
I don't think that's true, Julia, because Kid Katie...
I think what my team is trying to say, Julia, is that we're just here to cheer on Kid Katie. We're not here to gossip about her romantic life or lack thereof.
I am sure my listeners would disagree. But I gotta pass it back to Mr. Jack Chance now. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Over to you, Mr. Chance.
Thank you, Julia. I'm here with Jade Scarab, one of the heroes from our very own Protean City. Do you know any of the kids performing in this tonight?
Actually, no. I don't. I've seen Light Show on TV before, though, and something about Crash Override's voice always sounds so familiar.
So you just came here for,
Can a girl have a little fun?
Fun. This one they call fun. Hey, can I ask you a question?
No, Jack. The first thing they taught me when I became a member of the Legacy was to sit silently during interview and never answer any questions. Yes, of course, go ahead.
What is it with all you supers and bugs? There's Myriad Flyby, Insectivore, Tutankhamun Rider, whole host of Queen Bees, your whole beetle crew, who else?
There's Silver Scarabs, Almeca has some scarab-shaped bugs, Scarlet Web.
Exactly, so what's the deal? There's not some, secret underground deep state bug gang?
No, Jack. There's not some sort of secret bug gang. I know you don't like heroes, but you don't have to be so paranoid. We're not malicious, we're not deceivers. I mean, Set is sometimes a god of lies and deception, but outside of that, we're not... Most of us aren't tricksters.
What'd you say?
We're not tricksters.
That's all we got time for right now, I'm afraid. Thank you, Jade Scarab. Enjoy the play. Back to you, Julia.
We're about to go to a break, but before we do, we have one more hero to chat with. Blade of Sorrows, how are you?
I'm good, Julia. You are looking lovely tonight.
Always the charmer. Those flowers are beautiful.
Thank you. I got them from a botanical garden near where I'm living now.
I'm sure Kid Katie will love them.
Kid Katie?
She's the only one from your Halcyon City performing in this, isn't she?
I
I mean, unless they're for someone else. I know my listeners would be thrilled to find out who.
What? No, not for anyone.
Not for anyone?
They're for me?
You? That's some kind of self-care, that is.
Yeah, can't a guy buy himself flowers once in a while? And then bring them to a super public event?
Are you sure they're not for someone special?
Nope, not for anyone special. No one special.
No one is special?
Didn't you say you had to take a break?
We do, but...
Well, how about you take your break and I'll go take my seat? It is always great talking with you, Julia.
Okay, well, take it away, Mr. Chance.
In a minute, we'll be joined by the director of this fiasco, Light Show. But first, a few short messages from our sponsors.
Five minutes, Nikki.
Thanks, Camille. Have you seen Light Show?
Last I saw, he was doing interviews upstairs.
Always the showman. If you bump into him, can you give him this?
Sure.
And this one's for you.
Does she have a little clipboard?
I tried to make a binder, but it didn't quite come out.
It's really lovely.
Awesome. I've given out almost all of them now.
Who are you missing?
Lighthammer.
Did he answer?
No, but I'm actually going to try again right now.
If he does pick up, tell him I hope we see him tonight. He worked too hard on this to not come.
I know.
Hey, Light Fanners! You've reached Lighthammer. Leave a message.
Hey, Lighthammer. It's Nikki. Again. Look, I know things got really bad earlier, but I hope you're still coming to the show tonight. We'd really love to see you, and it would be great for you to see the show you wrote on opening night. Anyway, I miss you. See ya.
Are you gonna get that?
No, I'm just going to wallow.
You're being a baby.
Hey, I got fired from my own show.
Because you went on a rant about how your lead actor is secretly plotting against the show.
Because she is! Why does no one see that?
Light, you know I love you. But it's opening night. If something were to happen, wouldn't it have happened by now?
Or she's going to make some big dramatic reveal during the second act.
Why wait for the second act?
The fight scene in the second act is the first time everyone is on stage together. It is the perfect time to strike.
I'm sure you believe that.
Anyway, changing the topic, you look nice. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to the opening night of my boyfriend's show.
You are not going without me.
Well, I already bought the tickets, so I guess I am.
Well, when the whole thing is ruined by a supervillain, don't say I didn't warn you.
Are you sure you're not coming?
I can't, Felix. I want to, but I really can't.
Okay. I'll bring you a program so you can sign it tonight.
Thanks.
And don't be a masochist and turn on the press coverage the second I walk out the door, all right?
I would never do that.
If you're just joining us, I'm Julia Litt of That's Lit with Julia Litt.
And I'm Jack Chance.
And we're here from the most star-studded opening night in superhero history.
We're joined by the director of this play, Light Show. Nice to see you again, Light Show.
You too, Jack.
Now, Light Show, I understand there was some backstage drama in getting this whole thing put together. I know our viewers would love to hear about it.
Some creative differences, maybe, but I think it all came together in the end.
Is he serious right now?
Lighthammer was fired from his own musical, huh?
Lighthammer had just taken on too much, and he needed to take care of himself.
I'm surprised you'd work with him again after last year.
Lighthammer is a good guy, and this play is really good. I think you'll like it a lot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to go in and say good luck to the cast before the show starts.
You mean break a leg? You wish actors break a leg, not good luck? That amateur. Do you know what? Ryder, wait, I'm coming with you.
Hey, Aria. Can we run that scene again? I feel like I haven't really internalized it since I missed that rehearsal. There are too many halcyons, and my GPS does not track for interdimensional travel.
Of course.
Can we take it from your line there?
That would be great. Where are you going now, Superio? You can't escape. It's too late.
I'm gonna stop you, femme fatale, if it's the last thing I do.
Famous last words, Superior. And gunshot.
No!
Poor little lost hero. Your mentor's dead on the ground. What are you going to do now?
I'm gonna fight you, femme fatale. For everyone I've lost, for everyone you've hurt, and for Superior.
You can try. And then we go into the big flying fight scene with everybody watching. And yeah.
Everyone, can I have your attention, please? Excuse me, folks, I want to say a few words.
Hey.
Thanks, Camille. I just want to say that I am so proud of all of you. I know this was a bit of a process. I know that things got intense in the middle. I know that you are not all used to being on stage. But this is really special, and I think everyone is going to be impressed with how it came together. I've got some sparkling cider, so if everyone wants to join me for a quick toast. To all of you, your hard work is definitely getting noticed. You make this community, this superhero community, this light show community, something special, and I'm so glad that you get to be part of it with me. Thanks especially to Camille for keeping us organized, and Nikki for keeping our spirits up. And wherever he is, to Lighthammer for writing this. So cheers. Cheers! Break a leg.
Okay, enough celebrating. We're at places, people.
I'm so sorry. I have to take this.
You're not in the opening scene anyway. It's okay. Is everyone at places?
They're there.
All right. Sound and lights. Go.
So scared you're gonna die of fright. Don't try to run, there's nowhere left to hide. You should have kept yourself safe inside. 'Cause it's a dangerous town. You don't wanna walk alone. It's a dangerous town. And now you're never, ever, ever getting home.
Help me! Please, someone help me!
What was that?
I'm sure it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
There in the air, what's that flying through the sky? Yo, oh, what's that glow? Is that a comet passing by? No, oh, where'd he go? That is our big hero. He is Superior, Superior.
Hello, citizens. It's good to see me, isn't it?
Superior!
That's right. I'm Superior. It's a dangerous town. I'd run away if I were you. It's a dangerous town. I'll give you till the count
Superio. How can I ever thank you?
Heroing is all the thanks I need.
I walk the skyways, fly with the stars, eyes on the horizon, even inside the city lights where we are.
There was what's that fighting through the stars? What's that ghost? Is that a comet passes by? No, oh, where to go? That is our big hero. He is Superio. Yes, that's Superio.
Till villains are safe behind bars. It's a dangerous town, but safer now that I am here. It's a dangerous town. You no longer have to live in fear. I'll keep us safe in this dangerous town. This dangerous town. Dangerous. Dangerous. It's a dangerous town.
Uncle John?
Hello, Arya.
Why aren't you inside?
I'm waiting for our moment.
You're not gonna watch me before that?
What would it look like if I, a villain, walked into this show?
Lots of other kids are related to villains.
Yes, but they're not trying to take down the show, are they?
I don't know, they might be.
What's wrong? You seem upset.
I just thought you'd at least want to watch me.
Why would I do that?
I worked really hard, and I thought that
Arya, this show doesn't mean anything, right?
No.
It's just a mean to an end, isn't it?
It is.
Good. Then it isn't worth my time, is it?
I guess not.
I'll be waiting in the car then, but I'll be in when the time is right.
Okay.
So it turns out I See You was the perfect line to add.
Lighthammer.
I knew there was something off about you.
And you were right, I guess.
You're right, I was right. Your uncle is Cacophony, the man who once sang an entire city into servitude. Of course, that makes so much sense. How is old Jonathan Williams? Did he ever recover from taking a hammer to the trachea?
No.
But he never sang again, did he?
He didn't.
So, what's the big evil plan?
He has a sonic transducer that will freeze everyone in the audience using my voice to amplify its power.
You're not very good at this whole villain thing, are you?
Yes, I am.
You just casually told me your entire plan.
I did. But it's not like anyone will believe you, right? Boy who cried wolf and all that.
Look, you are nailing the villain lines here, but it doesn't feel like your heart is really in it.
No, it is. My heart is totally in it. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm going to go backstage, so I don't miss my entrance.
I'm going to stop you, you know.
I honestly hope you do, Lighthammer.
Hey, Arya.
What?
Break a leg.
Where have you been? It's almost time for you to go on.
I'm not going to miss my entrance. Don't worry about it.
I'm not concerned about that. Are you okay? You look awful.
I'm fine.
Look at me. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to.
Yes, I do. If you'll excuse me.
Is she alright?
I don't think so. I'm worried about her.
Thanks for saving me back there.
No problem. I guess you kind of get used to getting saved all the time.
Well, sometimes it feels like that. But other times, it's like...
Like what?
Nothing. It's silly.
I'm sure it's not silly.
I love that my brother takes care of me and protects me so much. But I wouldn't be in danger nearly as often without him. And I don't want to sound ungrateful, because I know he does so much for the city, but sometimes I just wish I had a normal brother and a normal life.
Do you think that would be better?
I don't know, maybe? I just feel like no one sees me, like the real me, you know?
I see you.
Listen to the beat, the city below my feet, teeming with faces I'll never know. Train tracks and concrete grow, a melody all their own, a song more familiar than people like me. I'm different. Why am I different? I don't want to be. All they see is the mask that keeps swirling in the breeze. They don't know, they don't ask about the shadow they cannot see, the shadow that's become me. People anonymous, walking by.
Light show! Hey, light show!
Seriously, Lighthammer, we're in the middle of the show.
I'm aware.
Then, what are you doing?
I'm trying to save you. Save everyone.
This again?
Her uncle is cacophony, hence the voice.
Another conspiracy theory?
Shh, you shush. I get that you think I'm being dramatic over a part, but this is more than that. They have a sonic transducer that's going to freeze everyone here, and—
That was literally the plot of the episode of my show that you interrupted.
No, Lightcho, I'm serious.
I don't know why you're so dead set on ruining this, but it's childish. Grow up.
You know what? Fine. I tried. I figured if anyone could stop this show, it would be you. But if I have to get up on stage and—
If you do that, every hero in here will see just how vain and self-centered you are.
This isn't about me, Lightshow.
Yes, it is. You have to be the center of the attention at all times. It's not all about you.
Fine. I'll let this charade continue, but I'm not saving you all. Figure your own way out of it.
There's nothing to figure out. It's just a show.
And the show must go on, right?
Exactly. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear my lead sing some more.
And I walk the skyways. I see the stars. Eyes on the horizon, even inside the city lights, like prison bars. All they see is the mask that keeps swirling in the breeze. They don't know, they don't ask about the shadow they cannot see, the shadow that's become me.
Okay, everyone, we're at places for the big fight scene in Act 2.
Arya, are you okay?
I can't do this.
We're almost done. There's like 3 more scenes and then the big finale. You've already made it through the hardest parts.
No, you don't understand. I can't.
You've got this.
Go.
Where are you going now, Superio? You can't escape. It's too late.
I'm gonna stop you, femme fatale, if it's the last thing I do.
Famous last words, Superio.
No.
Poor lost little hero. Your mentor's dead on the ground. What are you going to do now?
Are
you going to fight me?
I'm going to...
You see, citizens, how even the kid, the greatest superhero, cowers before me when she should be ready to fight.
I can't.
That's right, she can't fight.
Yes, she can. You can do this. I believe in you. I see you, remember?
I remember. I can't do this. Everyone, there's a...
Now, the kid? That hardly seems in character.
Uncle John, don't!
If I know anything from listening to you rehearse, it's that the kid would never give up. And she certainly wouldn't reveal the plan to a captive audience now, would she?
Uncle John, stop it! You're going to hurt people!
When will you learn, Arya? That's the point. It's about causing pain. It's about suffering. Your little playwright got one thing right. Like your femme fatale, villains don't have redeeming qualities. Now, are you going to join me? Or do I have to take you down, too? I'm giving you until the count of 3, Arya. 1, 2...
3.
Lighthammer?
Damn right. You didn't think I was actually going to let you capture a group of heroes, did you?
But how are you not frozen?
Everyone forgets because of the name, but I don't control light. I control sound. So sound-based weapons don't really have much of an effect on me.
Lighthammer, you vile little...
I'm gonna stop you right there, Cacophony. I've beaten you once. Easily. I can do it again. And this time I've got backup.
Who? The audience frozen to their seats? Or the actors frozen to the stage?
Right. Ugh, if only there was a way to stop sound-based weapons. Like, overwhelming it with more sound.
Arya, stop him.
You don't want to do that, Arya.
Do it.
Don't.
Can everyone stop telling me what to do? I'm sick of it. I'm just trying to live my life, and everyone wants me to be this or that, and I don't know what I want to be. I'm a teenager.
Do you forget who raised you? You are my niece, Arya.
No, I'm my own person first. That should be the most important thing.
I am loving this newfound confidence, Arya, but I'm gonna kick your uncle's ass now, so hold on just like a second, okay? Oh, and also, light show? I told you so. Sometimes the journey seems too hard.
What are you doing?
Sometimes the pathway seems too long.
You can't do this.
Sometimes we're torn. Fight or flight, but we must stand strong! Get up, can you move yet?
Yeah?
Great. Start the music.
It's a challenge that we must overcome.
It's a battle we cannot dare to lose.
It's the zenith of all we know.
So here we are, beaten and bruised.
There's evil all around our town. We're fighting impossible odds, racing against the clock, chasing the sun. Through hopelessness, through fear and rage, we rise above the noise and fray. Striving to seize a moment, and when we're done, we'll do it again. We'll fight, because we are heroes, and heroes do what's right.
There's a moment when we must decide who we are and who we're going to be.
On the precipice, take a breath. You'll take my hand, stand with me.
There's evil all around our town. We're fighting
and heroes do what's right. From ashes we will rise again. This is not the place our journey ends.
We hold tight, stand strong.
And no matter what tomorrow brings, we lift our fists,
our claws,
and wings.
That we hold on.
It isn't working. The audience is still frozen.
That's because Cacophony's power is still being amplified.
By what?
Not a what, a who.
Arya?
I'm sorry.
Come on, Arya. One last chance.
When there's nothing left to lose, and there's nothing more to gain, why do we do it? Why do we fight?
Because we are heroes.
And heroes do what's right.
No! All these years of planning ruined. Arya, you've betrayed me for the last time.
Sorry for stealing your thunder. That guy needed to get punched.
Okay, what's everyone drinking?
Nikki, minors.
Soda, sparkling cider, punch. There are still options.
Okay, good.
You don't have to stage manage now, Camille. You can relax.
But we have a matinee tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Tonight, we celebrate a good opening and yet another villain successfully defeated.
For now.
There's that shining spirit.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Wild Thing.
Whatever happened with Arya and Katie?
I don't know. I don't see them anywhere.
Out on the roof again? I thought I'd find you here.
Hey.
You know there's a party inside, right?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, you should be hanging out, dancing, and partying.
I don't think they want me there.
What? Why not?
I mean, I'm the reason you all almost got taken down.
We didn't almost get taken down. Literally every single one of us has been in worse scrapes than that.
Still
nothing. You helped us in the end, didn't you?
Yeah, but...
But nothing. Look, I meant what I said on stage earlier. I believe in you, Arya. So, you've got family issues. Who doesn't? In my experience, what's most important is the actions that you take, not who your family is.
Yeah. You're right. Thanks, Katie.
No problem, Arya. I'm glad we're friends.
Yeah. Me too.
Thanks for hosting the cast party, Lighthammer.
Oh, no problem.
Is that a mural of you as both God and Adam in the creation of man on your ceiling?
No. It's a fresco.
Good to know you haven't changed.
Oh, hey, Lightcho. Congrats on a great opening night.
Thanks.
Now, I would never make you formally apologize to me.
That's good.
Even though, I was right about literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
And because you didn't listen to me, I did have to save you and everyone.
Oh, did you? I didn't even notice.
You're funny.
Sorry for not listening.
Sorry for being an asshole.
Thanks for saving us.
Anytime.
Arya, there you are.
Hey, Nikki.
What's the matter? Don't tell me you're still beating yourself up for the whole villain thing. It's fine. Literally half the people here have had a heel turn at some point.
No, it's not that. Well, it's not all that.
What's wrong then?
Nothing. Just, Katie said she was glad we were friends.
Oof. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't have a lot of friends either, so friends are good.
They are. Besides, like I told you, her dating history is complicated. She's standing with her ex over there. Or maybe not ex. I'm not really sure.
Which one? The alien or the girl with the horns?
Hey, some talking heads are reviewing us on TV.
Tonight was interesting, wasn't it?
It was something, these damn heroes.
I know we're on different sides about superheroes, Mr. Chance, but you have to admit that was one of the most entertaining nights you've ever had at the theater.
Listen, I didn't hate it. I'm a little tired of superhero stories, but some of the music was okay. The meta twist at the end was predictable and honestly contrived, but what do you expect?
Yeah, I didn't really get it either. If it was going to be so transparent that this was a play, why weren't there any references worked in before? Like, there were some really fantastic opportunities for implication and foreshadowing, and they missed them completely.
And besides that, it was a solid 3 out of 5 stars.
Coming from you, that's pretty high praise. I give it 4 stars. Maybe not the best thought out, but at least pretty surprising and very entertaining. That's all for tonight, folks. This has been Julia Litt of That's Lit with Julia Litt.
And I'm Jack Chance.
In a special collaborative episode. See you next year, Mr. Chance.
Yeah, I'll probably get pulled into these kids' nonsense again.
They thought it was part of the show.
Wait, what? That's not the ending I wrote.
Technically, we never did go back and finish the play, so...
Huh.
At least they liked it.
They did.
Yeah, they did. You did a great job directing it, Light Show. So for next year, I was thinking, hey, where are you going?
That's the end?
I suppose so. For this year, at least.
It's a better ending than last year, I guess.
That it is.
I'm actually kind of sad it's over this time.
Are you getting soft on me?
No, I'm just a sucker for a good musical.
Even one where you can't hear the music.
I can imagine it, at least.
Me too.
All right, well, we've got to get this part to print.
Do you want me to upload it?
I can do it.
All right. Well, happy March Maskness.
Happy March Maskness.
This issue was A Very Merry March Maskness, Issue 2, Spotlight. Music, lyrics, and book were written by T.P. Huth, with some interpretation and improvisation from the performers. Sound effects were from freesound.org. Additional editing was by Kati Kawaguchi. Additional sound editing was by Rose Hahn. Characters were drawn from Apex City, Critically Cute, Moon Harbor Heroes, Nerds on a Roll, Otherwhere, Outstanding, Paradigm Academy, Protean City Comics, Rollout, Super Idols, and Unlabelled AP, with performers from these podcasts, as well as Corpses and Curios, In Quest of Geek, Pinnacle City and Tabletop Roulette, and Super Streets. Check out all of these amazing actual plays available wherever you listen to podcasts. Editor 1 was played by Eric. He can be found on Otherwhere, Shadows of St. Fleur, or on Twitter at PrimeFactorX01. Editor 2 and Echo were played by Elliot Peterson. She can be found on Moon Harbor Heroes or Paradigm Academy, or on Twitter at Elliot Yelen. Julia Litt of That's Lit with Julia Litt is played by Lee Elder Ketchum Seguente. He can be found on Otherwhere and as the writer and producer of the audio dramas Arcadia, California and Breathing Space Final Frontier, or on Twitter at The Law of Names. Jack Chance was played by Brandon Leon Gambetta. He can be found on Protean City Comics or on Twitter at BLeonGambetta. Violence Violet is played by Dana Lexa. She can be found on Super Idols RPG or on Twitter at AuthorX. Queen Bee is played by Luca. They can be found on Super Idols RPG. Karen is played by Erin Cerise. She can be found on Super Idols RPG or on Twitter at Erin Cerise. That's ERYNCERISE. Travail is played by Alex Catherine. She can be found on In Quest of Geek or on Twitter at Alex with an Oi. That's ALIX with an Oi. Camille is played by Vanessa Haas. They can be found on LGBT&D and Tabletop Roulette or on Twitter at AlpacaMyBooks. Crash Override is played by Alice Kira. Faye can be found on Unlabelled AP or on Twitter at Magical Girl Kira. The Wild Thing was played by Rose Hahn. She can be found on Moon Harbor Heroes, a game called Quest, or on Twitter at Smiley Rosie with 4 Ys. Boom was played by Eli Lee. They can be found on the Rollout Podcast or on Twitter at It's Ham Hawks. Anai was played by Evan S. They can be found on the Rollout Podcast or on Twitter at Names Equipped. The Get Up Noise is played by Evan G. They can be found on the Rollout Podcast or on Twitter at Uncle Petunia. Elliot Nagra was played by Praxis. They can be found on Outstanding or on Twitter at Praxis Descends. Mar was played by Jeremy. He can be found on Apex City and Outstanding or on Twitter at TayUFace. Dallas was played by Dallas. He can be found on Twitter at Dallas_Hawthorne. Twist was played by Ash. Z can be found on Critically Cute or on Twitter at ALibraryCryptid. Stellar is played by Charlie. C can be found on Otherwhere or on Precure Podcast Engage or on Twitter at Magical_Pride. Nikki was played by Siobhan. She can be found on Otherwhere or on Twitter at Spellbound Mage. Kid Katie was played by Kati Kawaguchi. She can be found on Nerds in a Roll or on Twitter at _KidKatie. Aria was played by Kaylin E. She can be found on Critically Cute or on Twitter at BiggyKK. Imp was played by Lauren Peterson. He can be found on Nerds in a Roll, in Quest of Geek, or on Twitter at DM_LSP. Golden Glove was played by Roberto Segura. He can be found on Nerds in a Roll or on Twitter at Rob_Kebab. That's ROB_KABOBB. Nazgrim Bloodscale was played by DJ Shulky. He can be found on Nerds in a Roll or on Twitter at DShulky. Jade Scarab was played by Amar Amaraz. She can be found on Moon Harbor Extended and Protean City Comics or on Twitter at Amaraz. That's AMMOURAZZ. The Blade of Sorrows was played by Jason Patrick Gallett, JPG. He can be found on In Quest of Geek, Nerds on a Roll, Moon Harbor Heroes, or on Twitter at JPG. That's JAEPEAGEE. Ryder Typhon was played by Kylie Kane. They can be found on The Versian Chronicles or Moon Harbor Heroes, or on Twitter at The Versian. Lighthammer was played by T. Huth. She can be found on Moon Harbor Heroes and Dungeons & Drama Nerds, or on Twitter at TPHuth94. Lightshow was played by James Malloy. He can be found on Protean City Comics, or on Twitter at &TheMeltdowns. Silas was played by Ashley. They can be found on Twitter at FauxFireAsh. Stagehand was played by Landon. He can be found on Shadows of St. Fleur or on Twitter at OccasionalGM. Cacophony was played by Chris, aka Polish Ogre. He can be found on Corpses and Curios or on Twitter at Polish_Ogre. The Theater Shusher was played by Icy Sheets. They can be found on Moon Harbor Heroes or on Twitter at Icy New Year. This musical audio drama was produced by Moon Harbor Heroes as part of March Maskness 2021. You can follow Moon Harbor Heroes at Moon Harbor Cast on Twitter. You can find the March Maskness voting on Twitter at March Maskness. And as always, thank you for helping us save the world. We'll see you next issue.
Teeming with faces
prison bars. All they see is the mask that keeps swirling